Hey guys, my name is Brij. I teach music production here at the Audio Guys Institute, and today we're going to explore a device called rotating rhythm generator to make some cool drums on Ableton. So let's get into it. When I double click it, it will load up on a new MIDI track, and as you can see, you have 4 divisions over here that correspond to different notes that rotating rhythm generator will trigger. So let's go over some of these features. So you have the note that rotating rhythm generator will trigger on the instrument. You have velocity information that is being sent to it. You have the note length. You have division, which decides the rate at which the note is going to be played at. You have offset, which will change the downbeat of the note. And you have swing, where you can add some shuffle to whatever you're playing. So in order to make some drums over here, let's load an empty drum rack. We're going to make a house beat today. So 120 is a good BPM for that. What we need now is some samples. So I'm going to load up a kick. I'm going to take a snare. I'm going to take a hi-hat. I'm going to take a shaker. Let's use rotating rhythm generator to trigger these 4 in the form of a beat. The advantage of having a sequencer is that you don't really need to put any MIDI information yourself using a MIDI controller or a piano roll. All you need is a sequencer that will trigger those notes for you. So let me just switch these divisions off and focus on the first one. Now I'm going to use the first division to trigger my kick drum on the drum rack. We already have our note set to C1, which is also the note that my kick is set to. So all I need to do is change the division because my kick is going to be a 4 on the flow pattern. So I need to set my division to 1/4 of a bar. In order to do that, all I need to do is shift my division to 1/4 of a bar and it will sound like this. We're off to a good start. Let's use division number 2 and start triggering our snare. So you already know that our snare is on C sharp 1. So let's set it to C sharp 1, which is where the snare is at. I need to switch division to on, and as you already know, my snare is going to be on the 2 and the 4, and it's going to play only twice every bar. So I need to set my division accordingly. What I will do now is set my division to half so that it plays only twice in a bar. And now when I play it, it will sound like this. There seems to be a slight problem here. My snare is playing at the 1 and the 3, which I don't want. I wanted to play on the 2 and the 4, which is where offset comes into the picture. When I offset my snare by 8 steps, the downbeat of the snare will play later instead of with the first kick. So when I play this right now, it will sound like this. It's already sounding so much better. Let's get on to division number 3. So division number 3 will trigger my hi-hat, and the note that my hi-hat is on is D1. So let me set my note accordingly. We have D1 over here. 1/16th is a good division for a hi-hat because I want them to go fast. Now when I play this, it will sound like this. Sounds pretty good, except the hi-hat is a little too loud. So let me reduce the velocity a little bit. I can probably set it to 40. I think 40 is a good number. And now when I play it, it'll sound like this. Pretty cool. I can also add some swing to my hi-hat if I want. I just have to increase this amount. It's that easy. Now, division number 4 will trigger my shaker. And when I switch this on, I need to now put my note according to the note of the shaker, which is on D sharp 1. So I need to set this to D sharp 1. There we go. My shaker needs to play between the kick and the snare, and it will also play 4 times in a bar. So I need to set my division to 1/4 of a bar, just like I did for the kick drum, and my shaker will sound like this. There's a little problem again. My shaker should not be playing with the kick. I wanted to play between my kick and my snare. So in order to do that, I need to offset my shaker again. So just like I did for the snare, I'm going to offset it by 8 steps. And now when I play this, it'll sound like this. And there you have it. That is how you make a house beat using rotating rhythm generator on Ableton. You can take it a step ahead and add more samples, add some more rotating rhythm generators, and trigger more of those variations. You can also change the division and offset and swing and velocity and note length amounts to your liking depending on the kind of beat that you want to make. That's it from my side. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.